Say Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai. First and foremost, I want to give our praises and honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakodash. God belongs to the apostles and elders who rule well at Great Millstone, and a blessed sanitation to the Akims in the four corners of the earth, pushing the gospel in sincerity and truth. Shalom. This evening I come the next lesson to free the elect of the nation of Israel, the 144,000, the 1/3 million children, and the confusion of faces that's scattered in the four corners of the earth. Right, you so-called Negroes, Latins, and Native American Indian. What I want to touch on this video is a common civil war in South Africa, pure savagery. Right, so right now Esau looking for sympathy, but there is no sympathy towards you, devil. Right, so I'm gonna run this video, and in between I'm gonna stop and just bring on some precept, to edify the church of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, because the Most High said this course is gonna turn upon all our enemies. Right, so the men that was in league with you, which was these Hamite, they deceive you. Right, so we just run this video now to let the people see what's going on, because this devil looking for sympathy, but there's no mercy, because you devil had no mercy on the so-called Negroes, Latins, and Native American Indian. You had no mercy, so no mercy not gonna be shown unto you. That's just balance, Esau. That is balance. That is just balance, right? Speaking with us, we can find this precept. That's perfect balance, Esau. Because it didn't think about those things. It didn't think that when the table turned, what gonna happen to you, right? Yeah. To what they are share. This is Deuteronomy 32 and 28. He said, For they are a nation void of counsel. Yeah, void of counsel. Neither is there any understanding in them. Right? They have no understanding in them. Because they're carnal, they're base men. Right? Verse 29. Oh that they were wise. Oh that they were wise. That they understood this, that they would consider the latter end. So they didn't consider the latter end. You devils didn't consider the latter end. So you devil now wise, so you're not gonna get no sympathy. So we can just run this video, to show that these Hamite ready to kill, to annihilate you devils, because this is how you devils rule the world, with violence. Right? So we just run this video.
All of you must die. Hello, I'm Simon Roach, and I represent the world's largest non-state civil defense organization. It's called Saatlanders in South Africa. We represent the white people of South Africa who are presently being told that they can expect to see a genocide against them. They're being told this by their own political leaders, the African National Congress of Nelson Mandela fame, the EFF, Economic Freedom Fighters, Marxist Party. Many of you will be familiar with this anti-white narrative, this anti-white dialectic. The government ministers in our country are talking openly about a genocide, a civil war based upon race directed at white people. Government ministers. Just a few days ago, YouTube published a video against whites, racism, all of these things with which you're familiar.
Right, so let me see how you so-called white people get them possession in South Africa. Let me see how you get these things, right? By violence. Right? This is how you take and possess people land, by violence. Right, so let me get this one in Michael quick. Right, we just read in Deuteronomy. If they were wise, they would have considered the latter end. But you devil are base men. You didn't consider the latter end. You are very covetous. Right, and as I say that, let me just read this one quick before I go to that one. Right, this is what the Most I say. Right, this is This is Jeremiah 51:13. O thou that dwellest upon many waters, abundant in treasures, thine end is come, and the measures of thy covetousness, and the measure of thy covetousness, thy end is come. Right? This is Micah chapter 2, verse 1. He said, woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds, and when the morning is light, they practice it, because it is in the power of their hands. Because the earth was given into the hands of the wicked. And who's the wicked? The so-called white people are the wicked. Malachi 1:4. Right? You so-called white people are the wicked. Right? Verse 2. And they covet field, and they covet fields. Thou shalt not covet. Right? And take them by violence. Thou shalt not murder. Right? And houses, and take them away. So they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage. So you steal heritage, you steal land, you oppress a man, you murder them. Right? This is the works. This is your works. This is what you sow in the land. So where you sow, if you sow a mango tree, it's mango you reap. So you sow white people sow violence. So this is exactly what you sow white people gonna reap. There's this perfect balance. And this is how Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua is work. Right? Verse 3. Therefore thus said the Lord Yahweh, behold, against this family do I devise an evil. So the Most High devise an evil against you. The Most High gonna lay the Most High you're gonna pay for what you do. Right? You're gonna pay for what you do, because this way you sow. You sow wickedness. Right? Galatians 6:7. Be not deceived. The Most High is not mocked. Whatever man sow, that shall he also reap. That's roughly paraphrasing. So you sow evil. So the Most High devised evil against you. Right? Let me get this one quick in Wisdom of Solomon. Right? Wisdom of Solomon 11 and let me see it. It's 11 and Wisdom of Solomon. Right? This is what you devil do, so you devils gotta pay. Right? Just a minute, let me see. Yeah. Wisdom of Solomon. Just a minute. Let me see if I find this precept. You know? Yeah, so whatever you do, whatever you do, right? If it's good or bad, you just get repay. You do good, you get repay for it. You do bad, you gotta pay for it. Right? It's Wisdom of Solomon 11 and let me see. Yeah, Wisdom of Solomon chapter 11 verse 16. That they might know that wherewithal a man sinneth, by the same also shall he be punished. Right? And this what you white people do. Right? So the same way the Most High say, this Micah 3:3. Therefore thus said the Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, behold, against this family, the so-called white race, do I devise an evil, from it said, from which he shall not remove your necks. So you devils can't escape. This is the judgment of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Neither shall he go haughty, for his time is evil. For this time is evil. Right? This time is evil. So the Most High said, wherever you sow, this where you're gonna reap. And this where you devils sow. Right? It said white people do not want to be criticized for what their ancestor did. Right? He said but they sure as well want to hold on the profit their ancestor left. Yeah, this is why you gotta pay. Right? You gotta pay. You gotta pay for whatever your fathers did, because you are your forefathers. Right? You are your forefathers. Right? So you talking about genocide. What Christopher Columbus did? Eh? Where you so-called white people did to the so-called Negroes, Latin and Native American Indian. right? What you did? We talking about genocide? What you did to us, right? This is payback, and this how the Heavenly Fathers work, right? This is Isaiah 14 and 21. He said, "Prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers, the sins of their fathers," right? "That they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with city," right? So you gotta pay for your father's iniquities, and you are your forefathers, right?
It concludes with the words, "It's time to teach whites a hard lesson now." Can you imagine?
Yeah, so
all of these things with which you're familiar. It concludes with the words, "It's time to teach whites a hard lesson now." Can you imagine? Around about the 6th of April 2015 in Cape Town, our current president, Jacob Zuma, stated that all of South Africa's problems can be traced back to the arrival of whites in 1652. As one black man put it to me, "You know, Simon, in our ears, that means if you weren't here, everything would be okay. There would be no poverty and there would be no crime." It's an instigation.
It's not an instigation, it's a fuck. You know, it's a fuck. Are we gonna prove that? The instigating the fuck. That's what the Hammer is doing. It is a fuck. You know, but two-thirds of people want to be monkeys. I want to trust this devil, right? The Most I see gonna discover your skirt, right? We're gonna see your sores. We're gonna see your rust. We're gonna see your nakedness, right? This is Habakkuk, right? This is Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 4. He said, "Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by faith." So you so-called white people, you know, you're not right. Right? Verse 5. "Yea, also because he transgressed by wine." Right? It's philosophy, and one of his biggest philosophy is what Christianity, plantation Christianity. Right? He said, "He is a proud man, neither keep it at home." This is not your land, Mount Seir is your homeland. Right? This again, "He is a proud man, neither keep it at home, who enlarges desires hell, and is as death." So anywhere you go is hell, is death. These things follow you because it's how you live, right? This is how you live. So the Hammer is instigating facts, which is truth, right? Let me get it say quick, right? This is Isaiah 14 and 4. He said, that thou shalt take up this parable against the king of Babylon, and say, How has the oppressing seized, the golden city seized? The Lord had broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the ruler. He said, he who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke, he that ruleth the nation in anger, is prosecuted and none hinder. So now you're being judged by Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai. None shall show you pity. You have no sympathy to receive and no pity, because you rule all nation in anger, and everywhere you go, you bring hell, death, and destruction on these people. Right? So it's your turn to face. It's your turn to face what you did. Right? And this is what you do. Right?
Jacob Zuma is also known for singing a song which goes, "Kill the farmer, kill the boer," and another song which runs, "Bring me my machine gun," implying the same purpose. This is our present. This is how we live. He's not alone, though, in his public agitation against whites. On the 7th of November 2016, The leader of the Marxist Economic Freedom Fighters Party in our parliament, Julius Malema, was recorded saying to a crowd of supporters, "I am not calling for the slaughter of whites, yet." The black man, a leader in South Africa, said to me, "That means that he will call upon his supporters to slaughter whites, Simon." Indeed, Julius Malema told another group of supporters that when the EFF party assumes power, the Afrikaner white people of South Africa, who've been here since the 6th of April 1652, will be relegated to a separate status, an apartheid. He said it repeatedly and emphatically. As it
Yeah, so this party of judgment. You understand? Yeah, so you gotta pay for your sins, you gotta pay for it. Because we the so-called Negroes, Latino, Native American, we pay for our transgression against the Most High. We serve our slavery. Now it's your turn.
That's not enough. One of the heads of the African National Congress's private militia, the Spear of the Nation, or Mkonto Wesizwe, a man by the name of Themba Mavundla, called upon young blacks to sign up for military training in preparation for an expected war against whites. This is really happening in our country. It gets worse. Our parliamentary record recently admitted the statistic that it is 2.02 times, in other words, more than double, likely that a South African farmer will be murdered than that a South African policeman will die. Some of these things are difficult to talk. We live in a society that is so perverse that the moment that you examine what's happening, you recoil from it. Let's begin with a 3-year-old girl being raped by 4 men, and as the post-mortem autopsy revealed, she survived that rape.
This devil crafty, right? You claim that the Hamite raped a 3-year-old girl, right? You're saying 5 of them and she survived the rape, right? Right? This was this devil saying, right? Let me run it out. Let me run it out.
3-year-old girl, she survived. So her attackers, her rapists, these grown men, bundled her up in newspaper, poured gasoline on it and set it alight. That's how she died in the end.
Okay, so what about this? Alright, Isa, explain this. Alright? Explain this. Alright, let me get this here come up. Alright. You wanna dig dig down what the Hamites did? Alright, what you did. Let me see, let me go back and check your track record and see what you do. Right? Let me see what you do. Right? So lucky, let's let us cut off this call here. Right? Let me see what you do, Isa. Right? Let me just get this here. I think I pull up the wrong one, right? I'm gonna start with this one here. Right? It's a Catholic Church. The Catholic Church sexual abuse cases, right? It's a case of It's a cases of child sexual abuse by Catholic priests. It's a nun and members of religious order, and subsequently cover up in the 20th and 21st century have led to numerous. So you been fucking, right? You be doing this, right? So no one are talking about this. This is in the 20th and 21st century. You doing these crimes, right? Which is against the law of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. right? These are the crimes that you doing, right? Let me go into this one here, right? Going to Columbus Day, where you did to the native, right? We go into the Columbus Day, right? You devils ain't show no mercy, so no mercy not gonna show unto you. Wherewith a man sinneth, the same way shall he be punished. Roughly paraphrasing Wisdom of Solomon 11 and 16, right? The same way you devils gonna be punished, right? This is Columbus Day, the true legacy and cruelty and slavery, right? Let me go down and I'll read the whole article and go down to this devil, what this devil really did, right? This is he said Columbus was so impressed with the hard work of these gentle islander that he immediately seized their land from Spain and enslaved them to work in his brutal gold mine. Within only 2 years, 125,000, half of the population of the original natives on the island, were dead. Within only 2 years, 125,000 of our brothers were put to death by this devil Christopher Columbus, right? We can dig down into track record and we could go whole day, Isa. You didn't show no mercy, right? If I were a Native American, I would mark October the 12th, 1492 as a black day on my calendar, right? Shockingly, Columbus supervised the selling of native girls into sexual slave. Young girls of the age of 9 to 10 were most desired by men in 1500 century. This is what you devils did, right? This is what you devils did. This is a crime. This is a crime because these are still child. These girls is still child, because they once a woman meets she menstruation, she's still a child. So these is 9 and 10-year-old women, young girls that you sell as sex slaves, right? He said Columbus casually wrote about it in his log. He said 100 Castella stones are as easy obtained for a woman as for a farm, and it is very general, and there are plenty of dealers who go about looking for girls, right? He said those from 9 to 10 are now in demand. Those are 9 to 10 are now in demand, right? He forced these peaceful native work in his gold mine, right? So this is devil doing, right? Yeah, so these wicked ass Edomites, you so-called white people, was doing to our sisters, right? Let me read back from this one. He said, and it is very general, and there are plenty of dealer who go about looking for a girl. Those from 9 to 10 are now in demand, right? So this is what you devils them did, right? But you wanna touch on what the Hamites them do. But what will you do? What will you do? Right? He said he forced these peaceful native work in his gold mine until they die of exhaustion. Right? So that's all I can read on this here, right? So you talking about what the Hamites do? What were you doing? You Roman Catholic priest, who popping these little boys and these little girls, yeah? What about that? Why you not speaking about that? Right? Why you not speaking about that? What about this too now? Right? These are not growing men who do this. Feed our babies to alligators. Yeah? To catch alligator, to make alligator shoes, alligator bags, to use the skin to make your own profit. Yeah? What about these things? Why you're not speaking about these things? Right? You devils didn't show no mercy, so no mercy not gonna show unto you devils. Right? Right? He said black babies used as alligator bait in Florida. Right? This what you devils do. Right? Let me get some of these image. Right? What about these? What about these crime, Isa? Right? What about this crime? Right? We're not justifying the Hamites to raping a little 3-year-old girl and put you there. We're not justifying that. These Hamites gonna pay too. But what about your crime? Look at these here. Right? And you make postcard of them. Look at these here. What about these things? Right? What about these crimes? What about these crimes, Isa? What they say? What this? Oh, this wicked Edomite. What about that, Isa? Eh? But no, forget that, right? You wanna speak on what the Hamites them do, right? You wanna speak up on what the Hamites them do, right? This is let me get this here quick. This is they have no mercy because you wasn't wise, right? You wasn't wise, right? That all these things that we do gonna come back upon you, right? Let me read this back in Deuteronomy 30. Neither is there any understanding in them. Oh, that they were wise, that they understood this, that they would consider their latter end. But you devils ain't wise, so you didn't consider your latter end, right? This is a matter of fact. Let me get this here. This is with Ecclesiasticus chapter 16 verse 12. He said, verse 14. Ecclesiasticus chapter 16 verse 14 said, make way for every work of mercy. So wake me of every work of mercy. You devils didn't do that. You devils didn't do that. For every man shall find according to his works. Every man shall find according to his works. You devils didn't make way for mercy, right? This is James. You devil didn't make way for mercy, right? So this is James, right? This is James 2:13. For he shall have judgment without mercy that show no mercy, and mercy rejoice against judgment. So you devil ain't had no mercy, right? So you devil gonna be judged without mercy, and this we seeing right now, right? The most I put a spirit on the Hamites to eradicate you devils in South Africa, right? This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 12 verse 13. Who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent, or any such as come nigh a wild beast? So who gonna pity you? Nobody not gonna pity you, Esau. You are the devil, right? And you cause havoc on earth. You covet everything that you have, right? So now you got now you reaping away your soul, right? You reaping away your soul right now. This is Job, right? This is Job 5 and 4. His children are far from safety, and they are cursed in the gate, and y'all are cursed in the gate, right? And your children far from safety. Neither there is, he said, neither is there any neither is there any to deliver them. Neither there is any to deliver them. So you devil not gonna be delivered. You devil's gonna be destroyed, right? You devil's gonna be destroyed because you devils didn't show no mercy to the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indian. You didn't show no mercy to these other heathen nations, right? You rule them with a rather anger and in violence, and you covet and they steal and destroy them. So this is judgment on you devil, right? Because you devil didn't show no mercy, right? And with that, open lessons edifying, I want to give our praises and honor and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders who rule well at Great Millstone, and a blessed sanitation to the Akims and the folk and the earth to push in the gospel and sincerity and truth. Shalom.